What's up, guys? Welcome back to Bengals Bucks Talk. And we are already in week 7, which that is insane, bro. I don't even remember. It was like, I think it was the Browns last year that I was watching in week 7 for the Bengals. And I saw that return touchdown and stuff. Man, it was good times, bro. I miss 2024. I don't care how bad that season was for the Bengals, bro. Like, whether missing the playoffs and stuff. I really liked last year. Last year was top 10 NFL seasons of all time. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I don't know about that,
no top 10 seasons. I don't care. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we are on episode 5 now. Finally getting to half of 10. And honestly, it feels kind of nice being at episode 5 now. I like it. It's a good roundness to it. All right, start us off though. That's a strange intro. All right, we had the Eagles and Giants on Thursday night to kick off this week, and the Giants absolutely destroyed the Eagles, 34-17. And what I can gather from this game is the Eagles are frauds, kinda. I don't know. It's 2 straight losses. They haven't had that since. I don't even know. I think it's been since like 2023 or something. Yeah, that they've had 2 straight losses. Which, I mean, interesting that it came from the Giants. Honestly, I think you can chalk a little bit of this up to like it being on prime time and it being in New York. I feel like if it were in Philadelphia and it was like a 1 o'clock game or something, the Eagles probably would have won this. Like, something about the primetime games this year are that most of the teams that are, like, unfavored and stuff just end up coming out on top. That's, like, I think that literally happened the week before this, right? It was, yeah, the 49ers and the Rams. Everybody thought the Rams were going to win, and the 49ers came through with Mac Jones at quarterback. So, like, maybe a little bit of it can be chalked up to that, but, I mean, the Eagles' offense and the defense look terrible. So, I mean, what to gather from this is just, like, there's plenty of season left. I know some of y'all Eagles fans can be pretty dramatic with 1 loss or 2 losses and think that your season's over, but y'all will be fine. Y'all are the Philadelphia Eagles. Kevin Patullo, y'all's new offensive coordinator, he's not going to kill your season. You guys will be fine.
Yeah, alright. So what I think about this game is, I mean, yeah, for the Giants, I mean, it's an amazing win. Jackson Dart had an amazing day. Cam Scatterbill with 3 rushing touchdowns and just overall destroying this Eagles defense was definitely the main highlights for the Giants. As for the Eagles, I mean, Jalen Hurts had a decent day. He was able to get some good throws. A.J. Brown had about 80 yards. The main receiver was the tight end Dallas Goedert with over 100 and a touchdown. But yeah, Eagles, their defense was just not there, and their offense was just way too stagnant. I mean, one of their 2 touchdowns was literally running the tush push 4 times in a row, which is insane work.
If you guys want to watch the stream, that pissed me off.
I mean, just insane work, but. It just feel like they didn't click. The running game, I mean, Saquon definitely did better than last week, but that was not really by much. I mean, just overall, they just need to fix a few things with the offense, and then the defense needs to, fix a few things themselves. I mean, Jackson Dart pretty much was dicing up that defense all night, and Cam Scatterbill was a freaking freight train trucking everybody. There's a reason he has 3 touchdowns. So, overall, great win for the Giants. Definitely shows that they could, hang with some of these decent teams. Maybe not like a playoff team, but definitely a lot more of an interesting team in the league. Could definitely make a few upsets definitely happen. And for the Eagles, I mean, their schedule gets a little bit easier, but not really. Mainly like these next 2 weeks should be wins, but after that they are going to face some good teams, so they need to get these quick wins and try to prove themselves as contenders again.
Yeah, for sure. Going to the Sunday games finally. Well, not finally, you know what I mean. We had the Broncos and Jets in London in the morning, and yeah, I mean, The Broncos took care of business. It was a defensive, really, really defensive game. I think Justin Fields was sacked like 11 times or something like that.
9 times.
Yeah, like it was bad. I mean, you know what? What's crazy is I saw the final drive for the Jets. They had a chance to win, but Justin Fields, like, he missed his receiver. He hit him too late on the 3rd down, and like,
he got sacked on 4th down.
He got sacked on 4th to seal the game for the Broncos. And honestly, what would you have done in that situation of 5? Do you punt it and rely on your defense? Because I think at that time you still had enough time to let your defense play, right? Would you have punted it, or would you have gone for it on 4th down like Aaron Glenn did?
Well, no, in that situation, they didn't have all 3 of their timeouts, so they had to go on that 4th and 8 in the game.
Okay. All right, that was just some interesting. That would have been some interesting banner there. That was incorrect though. That shows my knowledge of this game. I mean, yeah, like Broncos, just good win. Just keep on piling those up. Get yourself contested in general AFC West. As for the Jets, if it wasn't obvious already, your season's been over. 0-6. I'd start tanking for a quarterback. That's for sure.
I mean,
you guys, I feel like have maybe an offensive lineman, but I'd go for QB. I feel like, or at least get one in the 2nd round. I'll let you go ahead in 5, but that's what I gotta say.
I'll say this:
look towards the future.
Yeah, I'll say Justin Fields isn't that bad of a quarterback. I mean, he has no interceptions on the season. Currently the only quarterback. It's just, yeah, the offensive line. Yes, I do agree. He did hold the ball at a lot of times, maybe a few seconds too late. But at the same time, like, what can you do if your offensive line can't even give you a couple extra seconds of blocking to help maybe make a big play? So, but yeah, just that Jets, I mean, just, I don't know. It's just bad on all fronts. I mean, Garrett Wilson got hurt. He got like a high knee sprain or something like that. Like something along the lines of that. He's going to be out
this week, isn't he?
He's out next. Yeah, he's out this weekend for at least a week or 2. And just overall, I mean, they just didn't look good on all fronts. And for the Broncos, I mean, defense looks like best in the league. But the offense, I mean, they only scored 13 points against the Jets. The Jets. That's not good. I mean, Bo Nix had an okay game.
The Broncos are consistently inconsistent. That's the perfect
That is the best way.
Describe
they are so, I mean, shout out to that one guy on the Broncos. I mean, he had like a few sacks on that game, so like,
I know who you're talking about, yeah. That one guy.
Just like I feel like everybody on the defense kind of got involved with at least felt like everyone got involved for at least 1 sack that game. I mean, not much to say. Good defense. Their offense needs to kind of get a little bit more consistent, and I feel like they could be a good team if their offense gets more consistent.
Yeah, for sure. One thing to say before we go to the next game. When are we ever gonna get a good London game? We bet, bro.
Next week. I mean, this week looks good.
Like, this is the worst way to introduce football into London. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Okay. There's been some good games. It's just this was a terrible one.
All right. I have yet to see one. I think. Going to the Seahawks and the Jaguars, which. This was one of the more interesting matchups to come out of Week 6. The Seahawks won 20-12, and honestly, the Seahawks looked good. The Jaguars looked okay. I think that's the perfect way of describing this game. I mean, like, your prediction for the Seahawks making the playoffs, like, that is looking really well right now. They're looking like one of the best teams in the league. I'm not gonna lie. Like, being so for real. Despite their record, the Seahawks are looking like one of the best teams in the league. JSN, he's a top 5 receiver in the league right now. Sam Darnold, like, he's showing that what happened in Minnesota was not a lucky season or anything, or a one-season wonder. He is still able to ball out even in another system and another team. And like that defense is looking pretty good for the Seahawks as well. Like
This
I
just
mean,
shows
stopping
how
the
bad
Jaguars to
Jets are.
12, like it's pretty good. And then going to the Jaguars, I mean, unlucky game. I mean, you guys are 4-2 or what? Well, yeah, 4-2 still. I mean, I hope you guys bounce back and don't collapse. Like, I really don't want that to happen. I really feel bad for the Jaguars, man. I want them to have good seasons like this. I mean, all I can really say is just look to this week. Jaguars, just keep on winning these games, man. Try against the Jaguars here soon. Just try.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like Sam Darnold had an almost 300 yards, couple of passing touchdowns. But yeah, JSN was definitely the main receiver, getting 162 yards and a touchdown. Cooper Kupp got himself a touchdown too.
I think that was his first touchdown of the season.
Yeah, that was his first on the team. Just overall, the running game wasn't effective, so it was mainly the passing game that helped propel them to the win.
Cooper Kupp and JSN at receivers.
It's
not even a bad.
Yeah. And for the Jags, I mean, Trevor Lawrence had a good game. The running game was, I'll be honest, it was non-existent. I mean, when your main running back has only 27 yards, it's not there. Yeah. Brian Thomas Jr., he had a good game. He's looking like he might start becoming to be that receiver that he was last year. Hopefully this is the beginning of it. Yeah, it took him long enough, and just overall, I mean, yeah, it was definitely mainly a more defensive game, surprisingly. I mean, the Jags, they were winning 6-0, and then they just let Seattle drop 20 unanswered points, and then all they did was kind of get a touchdown in the fourth. And overall, most of this game was just punts, honestly.
Yep. All right, going to the Chargers and Dolphins, which Dolphins, y'all just gotta hang it up, bro. Like that's a wrap. That's a wrap. I mean, everybody like saw it coming. Let's be honest. I'm shocked. I'd be shocked if people even thought that the Dolphins were gonna win this game. I mean, the Chargers, like, rough injury for Amarian Hampton. That's kind of sad. Poor guy. I mean, he's a rookie. Really could have been like a special guy for this team. Hopefully he comes back here soon. I haven't researched it too much. I don't know how long he's gonna be out, but
he's on IR.
It's rough. Overall, what to gather from this game? Tua actually had not bad of a game, I think. Like, it was one of his better games out of this shit show of a season. I think Devon Achane went nuclear, didn't he? He was really good.
Did.
And then, like, just overall, like, keep on managing, I guess, without Tyreek Hill. Keep making yourself look okay at the best on offense, even if you're not able to come away with these wins. As for the Chargers, y'all are so injured, bro. Like, the fact that this game was close is really, really sad. I mean, because now y'all are missing Joe Alt, and that's a rough injury to, like, man, it's going to be rough to come out of that AFC West, bro. Like, the AFC West is single-handedly the best division out of the AFC this year, and I don't even think it's close. I mean, just try to keep getting these easy wins, even with all these injuries. You guys got the Colts this week, so I doubt that happens this week. But just try to get these wins against these easy opponents and get at least 1 or 2 wins against a playoff team. Hopefully that starts this week with the Colts.
All right. I mean, what I see of this game, I mean, Tua, yes, he threw a few interceptions, but honestly, most of those, besides the third one, were really not his fault. Like, the first one was a dropped pass. The second one was miscommunicated. Like, the receiver kind of miscommunicated on the route, and the defender, jumped it, so... But, I mean, yeah, Devon Achane for this running game, he went insane with 128 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Waddle had himself about a 100-yard game. I mean, Darren Waller got another touchdown. And just overall, I feel like it's not the offense that's the problem. It is mainly the defense. Yes, the offense gets stagnant at times, but honestly, that's most offenses. Like some games, you're not gonna score every single drive. It feels like the Dolphins almost have to if they want to like win. I mean, they kept it close. The Chargers in that fourth quarter were starting to choke, and that defense. I mean, they technically gave up the lead, but then Miami's defense turned into the worst defense on the planet.
It's genuinely, it might be in contention for one of the worst defenses of all time, along with like the Bengals last year.
It's
like, it's bad.
Yeah, Herbert had himself a decent day. Definitely, Ladd McConkey got like his probably best game of the season so far. He hasn't been as active as he was last season, so this is definitely his best game. The running game with Vidal is like with the injury and stuff. He had himself a good game, had 124 rushing yards overall, making sure that this Chargers running game isn't as bad as it is, especially with the Amarian Hampton injury. So, and the Najee Harris injury too. So, good on him making this run game decent. And for the Chargers, yeah, 4-2, still first place. I feel like if they do beat the Colts this week, then I think it will help show like they're still a good team despite all the injuries. But we'll see how they do from there.
Going to the next game, which I'm not gonna lie, I am completely okay with skipping this one. The Rams and Ravens. I mean, Rams took care of business. It was actually more of a defensive game than I think most people expected. But I mean, Cooper Rush sucks. Like, that's just how it is. They need to, like, Tyler Huntley.
They're playing. Well, they're on their.
Genuinely needs to start them. I don't know what's going on with Lamar. I don't know if he comes back next week or what, but I mean, you cannot start Cooper Rush next week. You got to start Tyler Huntley. As for the Rams, keep on getting easy wins like this. Like, I know that's crazy to say about the Ravens, but keep on getting easy wins. Keep yourself competitive with the Seahawks and the Niners and the Cardinals, who are, I don't even know what they're doing anymore. I'm gonna be honest. Just like the NFC West is like the NFC North last year. Like, there's 3 scary teams, and there's the Cardinals. It's like there's the Packers, the Lions, the Vikings, and then there's the Bears. Yeah. I mean, just keep getting wins like this. Keep yourself competitive.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't have to say too much. I mean, yeah, Stafford had himself an alright day. The offense overall didn't do much, but didn't need to do that much. I mean, the main thing is Puka Nacua is getting out this week, which is a big loss, especially, you know, with him being the main wide receiver.
Well, they do have Devontae Adams at least, so they can kind of.
Yeah, obviously Devontae Adams is definitely going to step up as the #1 in London this week. So I hope that game should be good. I mean, it's 4-2 teams. Hopefully it's good, but we'll see. Yeah, Rams just keeping up with that division, which, like Fona said, is, you know, like 3 teams, all kind of like 4-2, and then there's the Cardinals.
Yep. All right. Speaking of the Cardinals, we got the Colts and the Cardinals, and this is just one of those games, man. It's one of those games, not of all time, but just one of those games that, like, you look at, you're like, how? The Colts ended up winning 31-27, luckily for them, which, God, if they would have been upset by the Cardinals, I don't know, like, the NFL would not have been real if that had happened. Because how do you, like, have this close game with the Rams last week, and then you go and lose to the Cardinals like that? Or no, they won against the Raiders last week, my bad.
Yeah.
How do you blow out the Raiders like that, and then you go and lose to the Cardinals? But yeah, the Colts ended up sealing it away. The reason I call this one of those games is because Jacoby Brissett balled the fuck out, which I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. And I don't know what's more concerning, the fact that he balled the fuck out on a Cardinals offense, or the fact that Kyler Murray probably would have done worse than him. Like, 27 points for the Cardinals without Kyler Murray is insane, and without James Conner and stuff, and still with all those injuries. Like, it's crazy, man. I mean, not much to say. Cardinals looked good, but I mean, might as well accept the fact that your season's over. You guys are 2-4 now, just like us. Just good luck, man. I doubt you guys bounce back. I'm gonna be honest.
All right. I mean, what I gotta say about this game is, yeah, for the Cardinals, good game. Definitely Jacoby Brissett with 300 passing yards, a couple touchdowns and stuff. And honestly, a controversial call at near the end of the game where Trey McBride was getting what looked like, a lot of people said it was held in the end zone. Could have been potentially the defensive holding or PI, which was not called. And that could have won the Cardinals the game because that was on 4th down. That would have been 1st and goal at the 1, and most likely they would have got that game-winning touchdown. So potentially the Cardinals kind of got scammed of a win here, but in the end, it's not called. The Colts still win this game. Daniel Jones had another decent game. Jonathan Taylor is looking like he's definitely, for now, a top 5 running back in the league currently with another 100-yard, 1-touchdown game for him. And overall, I mean, just good overall play by the Colts offense and the Cardinals offense. This was very little defense played, and yeah, Colts 5-1, looking like a playoff team, which is insane. We'll definitely see.
Potential 1 seed, honestly.
Potential 1 seed. I mean, they have some tougher opponents coming up besides the Titans, but you know that's their division. You know, but we'll see if they can win those games too. If not, then maybe they aren't as much contenders as we think they are.
Going to the next game, which we actually reacted to on this channel live, we have got the Cowboys and the Panthers. And Rico Dowdle, bro. Like, what did they infect you with to become this good, bro? Almost to, like, honestly, could be taking the job from Chuba Hubbard as the starter. He put up 30 points on fantasy, and I think he had over 200 yards in real life. Which is just insane. Like, one running back on the Panthers offense should not be able to do all that, but here he is doing that. I mean, the Panthers, they look good. They actually played more defense than the Cowboys, which is kind of crazy. I mean, Bryce Young, I know he had that 1 interception in the game, but I mean, it doesn't matter if it didn't lead to a loss, right? So, I mean, I guess
it's still a part of it. I mean, it wasn't his fault anyways.
True, yeah.
So it didn't matter. It was not his fault.
Yeah, and then as for the Cowboys, there is just no defense for y'all, bro. Y'all, like, Dak Prescott, like, he was, like, actually kind of balling out in that game. And, like, there was just no defense to help, bro. Like, I don't know if this is what losing Micah Parsons does to the team or what, but this is atrocious, man. Maybe it would have been a little bit better if Javonte Williams were as effective as he was in these last couple weeks. Like, I think he had like a not very good game, I'm not gonna lie. But like, I mean, Cowboys, like, y'all are done, bro. I don't care. Like, y'all lost to the Carolina Panthers, which, like, I guess they're kind of a dark horse team, but 2-3-1 in the NFC East. I wouldn't expect anything, especially with that defense.
And we'll see how they do.
Who do they go against this week? They go against the.
We're gonna be reacting to that game because it's gonna be Cowboys Commanders on Game of the Week for 4:00.
Oh
so
yeah, we do gotta watch.
We'll be reacting to that game.
Oh, yeah.
But overall, I mean, yeah, for the Cowboys, yeah, their offense is not the issue. I mean, Dak, good day. Pickens, amazing game. They're gonna get CeeDee Lamb back this week. Their offense, it's just, can the defense exist? I mean, besides that 1 interception, they legitimately barely played like any defense. And then the few times they did make a stop, that's when the offense decided to just not exist. So it feels like it's like one thing stopping the other for the Cowboys. And for the Panthers, I mean, they had a good game.
Man, keep yourself
for the most part. That's back to back. Yeah, back to back, going 1-on-1 mainly with the Falcons. They're currently 3rd because the Falcons had a bye week, so they didn't technically win or lose a game. And they have the Jets, so should be an easy win unless the Panthers pull a Panthers and lose to the Jets.
And the Jets
But
so that's kind of crazy.
most likely, unless, like I said, the Panthers pull a Panthers and somehow the Jets win the game, but we'll see on that. Good win for the Panthers, trying to keep up for at least second place in the NFC South.
Yeah, for sure. All right, going to the next game, we got the Patriots and the Saints, and I'm not gonna lie, this is the game that I have the least knowledge on of what happened this week. So,
I know some of
F5, assuming like that you know more, I'm gonna let you go first because I got no idea.
All right. So I'll start for the Patriots. I mean, close game between these two teams, which is surprising considering how the Patriots were coming off beating the Bills and the Saints were, the Saints. So
They beat the Giants last
Drake.
week, didn't they?
Well, yeah, they won. No, they lost.
Oh.
No, they beat the Giants. Yeah.
Okay.
No, they beat the Giants. I mean, yeah, they're coming off their first win, but still. Spencer Rattler is honestly, he's not that bad of a quarterback. He's just on a bad team.
True.
The running game didn't exist for them. Chris Olave had a good game though, and just overall, like they had chances to win this game, but they either like fumbled it or like they just made mistakes, and it kind of costed them. As for Drake May, I mean, he looked great. 3 touchdown passes,
People
couple
are
of
like
deep
making,
balls.
I don't know
Kayshawn,
if these are jokes or what, but they're saying he's the next Tom Brady, bro.
I mean, I think some Patriots fans are like believing in him, but yeah, I mean, he's looking good. Kayshawn Booty with 2 touchdown receptions, pretty much 100 yards. Stephon Diggs had an alright game. Everybody, like, the offense was good. The defense, though, wasn't as good. They could have easily choked this game, honestly, if the Saints didn't keep shooting themselves in the foot. In the fourth quarter, they could have lost this game, but yeah, good win. Now first place in the division. We'll talk about why later with the Bills, but currently first place in the division for the first time since 2021, and we'll see how they keep going with this momentum.
Honestly, I don't have much input on this. As I said, I don't know too much about this game. I mean, the Patriots won. Drake May is good at football. He's still good at football. I don't know about the running backs and stuff. You didn't really comment on them. I mean,
they didn't really do much.
Right. Yeah. I mean, just keep getting wins. They have a cake schedule. I don't know if you saw that, but the Patriots have an easy schedule. Like, they could honestly make the playoffs either as the division winner or like just as
a
wild card team. Like, in probably the number 5 seed, I could see that. But I think honestly, I don't know if I'm saying this too early, but I think the Patriots are going to make the playoffs unless they Patriot. And like 2020's Patriot, and they shoot themselves with a shotgun and just collapse, which we have seen teams do before. And,
definitely.
I wouldn't be surprised if
well, let's continue now.
Yeah, we'll go on to the next game. Can we skip this game? Browns Steelers. I mean, the Steelers just.
Steelers, good defense. Their offense was alright. We'll see them tonight for Thursday Night Football against the Bengals, but game was just kind of Steelers controlled most of the game. The defense did their thing. Dylan Gabriel throw 52 times. That's how you know it was over for the Browns.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Dylan Gabriel threw the ball over 50 times, and he didn't have a single passing touchdown. And I think that sums up this game for the Browns and for the Steelers alike. Like, it sums up how good their defense is, and it sums up how bad the Browns' offense is. I don't even think it's on Dylan Gabriel. I think it's literally just the Browns' offense is terrible.
It's just the Browns, bro. It's just the Browns in general.
It's just the Cleveland Browns. It's not their year this year. It's probably not going to be their year next year. And
maybe the year after that.
Yeah. I would look at testing the waters for Shedeur Sanders if the season falls to completion.
Within the next couple of weeks, Dylan Gabriel is going to continue like this.
Not much to say about that game. Going to the Raiders and Titans. I think I don't think this game really matters game-wise, like football-wise. I think what matters more is the fact that this game got Brian Callahan fired. Yeah.
Which for Titans fans, they're probably cheering.
Yeah, like, yeah. Let's be honest. I think he was the next on the chopping block. Like, literally, he has not done anything for this franchise. I think he had like more losses than wins. Like in his whole tenure with the Titans. I think he had actually one of the worst coaching seasons of all time with the Titans. Like, one thing's for sure, I think he's better a coordinator. He's probably, I think he's like Robert Saleh, where he's like not, and like Matt Eberflus too.
Not good of a coach,
like,
but good.
Yeah,
as
he's
a
not. He's not a good head coach, but yeah, you could be like an offensive coordinator or a defensive coordinator. I know he was one of the coordinators for the Bengals. I remember in our Super Bowl run. So maybe some team picks him up as that. We'll see though. As for the Raiders, I mean, there's not much to say. I think Raiders fans have already admitted that their season is over. I mean, I know Tub Frog has. He's definitely not in the best state of mind right now when it comes to the Raiders. I mean, like, it was just the battle of who could tank more. Like, this game really just mattered for the tank. I think the Titans they should probably just look to the next draft again.
I mean, the one thing I'll say is for the Raiders, at least, Ashton Genty looks like a stud on the team. He's definitely a good draft pick, and overall, he's looking like a good NFL player so far in his career. So hopefully they can continue using him right, and hopefully not waste his career.
He needs.
Yeah.
I mean, not much to say. I mean, the Raiders just kind of won the Battle of Mid.
Yeah.
The 49ers and the BUCS. Go ahead, M5. It's your team.
We're the best team in the league so far, it seems like. We're number one. It's insane. I mean, Baker is Baker. He's amazing. Only one interception on the season. I mean, the running game maybe wasn't the best, but we still made do with everything. You know, Rashad White still had another decent day. Sean Tucker got himself a touchdown. Overall, it was just, we did enough. Yes, Emeka Egbuka is hurt currently. He will probably miss.
Whole receiver core is hurt. Let's be honest.
I mean, we're getting Mike Evans back this week, luckily. Godwin's probably going to be out until the bye week. So, I think after the bye is when we get our entire offense of stars back. So that's good. Taz Johnson had that nice deep touchdown. Baker with that amazing third down 14 run.
Yeah, you see the TikTok where he thought that the MVP chants were for him.
Yeah, and just overall, I mean, the defense, they played well. I mean, every time they even got past our side of the field, we locked them down to only field goals. We got 5 sacks on Mac Jones, 2 interceptions, no passing touchdowns, and just overall, I mean, we got a tough task next week in Detroit, but with how this team's playing and how Baker is, I think we could do it even with all the injuries we have. We can still play as well.
I mean, number one, bro. Literally, if the season were to end today, they would be the number 1 seed, which that is insane to believe considering where they were just 7 years ago or something, or 10
Not even, 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah, literally just a decade ago, they were dealing with Jameis Winston and all his shenanigans, and we're one of the worst teams in the league. I mean, yeah, just great win. Keep getting these. Make yourself look good, Tampa Bay. Y'all are on track to make the playoffs this year, without a doubt. Literally one of the best teams in the NFL right now. And I don't even know, I want to say that we saw it coming going into this season. I want to say that, we had this faith in the team that they were going to do good this year, especially coming off of last year, coming off that loss to the Commanders in the wild card. I think they were just going to be back and hungry.
And looking like we're not even going to play the wild card. We might just not see the Bucs to the divisional round.
I don't want to jump the gun at all, but I genuinely think that they can make the Super Bowl this year. At least the NFC Championship. They're just that. Imagine this team fully healthy. It still has yet to happen, bro. It still has yet to happen, them being fully
bro, the
healthy.
league has been, the universe has been trying to nerf us, and Baker still be cooking teams, even with nobody.
He's literally having an MVP season right now. Like no,
He
literally,
is.
like no BS, no nothing like that. Baker motherfucking Mayfield, the guy who just got released by the Browns a couple years ago, is looking
And the
like the
Panthers.
MVP of the league right now. Like, it's insane. It's honestly insane. It's an insane comeback story, and I cannot wait to see what they do for the rest of the season, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially if they keep getting their convincing wins like this one. And then going to my team now, the Bengals and the Packers. And honestly, I put on that like sad tone. God, I sounded like a farmer or something there. That sad town. I put on that sad tone there, like just to make like for emphasis or something. But I'm being so dead ass. We are way fucking better with Joe Flacco, bro. Jake Browning's a terrorist. We all know this. Joe Flacco is not. I love him. I love Joe Flacco. He is currently my Discord profile picture right now. If you were to add me on Discord, I am Joe Flacco. That says everything you need to know about what I thought about this game. I love Joe Flacco. I love T. Higgins, Jamar Chase. I don't care. He's still the best wide receiver in the league. Like, dude, the shit he's able to do out there without Joe Burrow. I said this last week, I think. I don't ever want to see somebody say that Jamar Chase or any other receiver is carried by Joe Burrow ever again, bro. They're just that good. Like T. Higgins, like he had that they're just good, bro. They're just good. Like, I wish we could do that for our offensive line. Just draft hits like that every single time. The only concern I have is the play calling, probably, because I feel like the reason that we lost this game was because in the first quarter, just the play calling was terrible from Zach Taylor. It was a sweep to Jamar Chase that went back, like on literally the first drive of the game for the Bengals. It was a sweep to Jamar Chase, loss of 2. It was a handoff to Chase Brown. I think he got like 1 or 2 yards. Maybe he might have even went backwards. I don't know. And then they finally gave Joe Flacco his passing attempt. It was a completion, but it was well short of the first down. Like, you can't have like play calling like that when it comes to like games like this, bro. Like, I don't like it, bro. Zach Taylor's a terrorist as well. I want him off my team. You guys should know that.
All right.
I ran it so hard in these past couple of games about him, bro. But other than that, I'm actually very hopeful for tonight's game. I think that we can actually upset the Steelers, especially in Cincinnati now instead of in Pittsburgh.
You wanna know what I think?
Like, it's crazy. I have hope. I actually have hope again. Go ahead, F5. Sorry, I took up that whole segment.
For what I think for the Bengals, yes, they lost this game, but I honestly think if obviously if Joe Flacco maybe had the week, like how I feel like he would has more time this week to learn the offense, because I feel like that's the main thing with the Bengals.
Yeah, he was throwing it.
Flacco was kind of learning the offense throughout the game. That's why in that third and fourth, but the second half, he was kind of able to, they were able to start balling out. The run defense was definitely also the reason they lost this game. Yeah, Josh Jacobs, 2 rushing touchdowns, 100 yards, and just overall had a good game.
That's the weakest part of the defense, I'm not gonna lie. Like, they can that and like securing sacks. Like, they can get pressure, but they can't secure the sack and they can't defend the run. When it comes to the air, DJ Turner locks up, bro. He's actually a top 10 quarterback in the league. Like, it's literally like, you look at the stats, he's like top 10 right now in the league.
I would definitely say.
As for Cam Taylor-Britt, get him off the team. I want him released. Dude,
okay.
Our cornerbacks are terrible.
For what I'll say is, definitely, their passing defense, they made Jordan Love 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He had, a decent day, but overall, probably the weaker day than most people expected against, the Bengals defense, for sure. They had chances. We almost saw the world record for field goals. If the Packers didn't call a timeout, McPherson would have had it.
For what they did to him, bro. Evan McPherson hit a 67-yard.
What if?
And we would have had so many 6-7 jokes, bro. I hate you, Matt LaFleur. I hate you. You robbed
What
us.
if McLaughlin hits one against Detroit on Monday?
It would have
that would
been
be insane.
6-7 Evan, bro. That's what it would have been, bro. But now we can't get that because Matt LaFleur called that damn timeout. I hate you, Green Bay.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Well, we'll see how the Steelers do against this Bengals offense, and and see if they can stop mighty Joe Flacco against and Jamar Chase and everything.
Vincent Flacco.
We're reacting to the Unk Bowl in like a little over an hour.
The 81-year-old bull. All right. We spent too much time on this damn game. Going to the Lions and the Chiefs. Yo, bro, the Lions. What happened? Genuinely, what happened? Like, I mean, is this what happens when you don't have to go against the Bears every week? And the freaking, like, what other teams? The Browns every week? Like, is this what happens? I mean, I think one of the main things from this game was the fact that Brian Branch literally fought at the end of the game and got suspended for next week's game against the Buccaneers because of this game. Like, okay, so one of the main things that most people are complaining about in this game is the fact that there were 0 penalties against the Chiefs, which it's kind of fishy. But I mean, the Chiefs, I think they did look pretty convincing out there. I mean, Travis Kelce or Mr. Swift, I think he had a touchdown and
he did.
Yeah, he had a touchdown and a bunch of catches. They couldn't defend, like they just couldn't defend really. I mean, Aiden Hutchinson, I think he got Mahomes. He forced a fumble, but then Mahomes jumped back on it, I think, and got it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, they just couldn't do anything on the defense. And then the offense, like, they tried, I guess. But, I mean, like, it just didn't work. Like, they just didn't know what to... Like, the Chiefs' defense actually looked really good against them. Like, they limited Jahmyr Gibbs to not much yards. I mean, they stopped the pass. They stopped Jared Goff running most of the time. Like, the Lions just look lost out there. I think that's the perfect way of describing them, like their game out there. I mean, just like look towards next week. Try to beat the Buccaneers next week. As for the Chiefs, y'all got the Raiders. Y'all are fine. Y'all will get to over 500. Well, I think you guys are over 500.
They're 3-3
because you're 3-3. But like, finally, you guys will have a winning record again, technically. Next week.
All right. What I think about this game, I mean, for the Lions, I mean, Jared Goff didn't play bad, a couple of touchdowns, Jameson Williams and Sam Laporta were the main receivers. Amon-Ra definitely got limited on this game. There was that ref call that, like they called the illegal whatever motion by Jared Goff that honestly, it should have been a touchdown. It would have been a touchdown. Apparently, the refs only called it because the people in New York said it was a flag. They would have said it was a touchdown. So they kind of got robbed there. For the Chiefs, I mean, Mahomes, 3 touchdowns, just looked good. The Lions' defense, in the end, like, the no penalties and like a couple missed calls by refs, but like overall, their defense though was just getting cooked by Mahomes most of the time. Whether it was him throwing the ball, whether it was him running the ball, like, kind of just felt like the Lions' defense just couldn't keep up with the Chiefs, and that's kind of what really costed them in that game, because they only lost by like 13 points, and that could have, with 1 or 2 stops and maybe 1 or 2 scores, this score could have been flipped potentially. But yeah, good win for the Chiefs. Lions, they're gonna try and bounce back against the Bucks, but how their defense is playing, I think they're gonna lose again.
For sure. All right, going to Monday finally. We got the Bills and the Falcons, and like, this is what I'm talking about with that primetime curse, by the way. Like, literally every single underdog team just ends up winning against the team that is supposed to beat them. Like, the Bills, Josh Allen had like 2 or 3 picks, didn't he? I think it was 3, right?
He had 2.
He had 2? Like, yeah, he just looked clueless out there against the Falcons defense. And then the Falcons offense looked really well. Like, they looked really good. Like, Bijan Robinson obviously had that 80-yard touchdown. And then they probably should have had one going into the half, but Drake London stepped out of bounds. Was that Drake London? That was Drake London, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he stepped out of bounds, and he costed them one, which that could have costed them the game. But the Bills just still look clueless out there. I think one of the main things to gather from this game is the Bills also have one of the weaker defenses in the NFL. Like, they just couldn't stop them. Like, I think, like, the thing is, that's, like, kind of been an issue this whole season, too. Like, with the Patriots, they just couldn't stop the Patriots. With the Saints, they couldn't exactly stop the Saints for a while until they just took the game from there. And then, like, the Dolphins, even they put 21. Like, the Bills' defense has just been very, very below average. I think they've been less than desirable this whole season. As for the Falcons, keep yourself competitive, bro. Y'all are in a division with the Buccaneers, and they now own a win over you guys. So try to bounce back from that, I guess. But you guys are the Falcons. I don't think you're gonna make the playoffs. It's just
what I'll say.
Sports team.
As somebody who's obviously this is more like a division rival. Obviously, I didn't want him to lose. I mean, Michael Penix, he had a good day, but he mainly was just spamming Drake London for the passing game. Good for my fantasy, but yeah. Bijan, I mean, he went nuclear, 170 rushing yards and 68 receiving yards with like over 250 total yards. So like he went crazy. Like overall, it was just that first half especially, like they looked unstoppable. That second half though, if the Bills were able to wake up, they definitely would have lost this game. I mean, only 3 points. They had a blocked field goal at some point. They gave up a touchdown to the Bills, and overall, I mean, the main thing with the Bills is A, their defense, especially in that first half, was just killing them, and B, they kind of kept shooting themselves in the foot. Like those Josh Allen interceptions costed them points. Just overall, like just simple mistakes. I mean, just the offensive line and just Josh Allen making mistakes that costed them drives after drive that could have made this from a 10-point loss to a potential like 3-point win. Yeah, especially with just how their defense was honestly actually playing pretty well, give or take like a couple drives in the second half. And just Bills, I mean, they're on their bye now. Hopefully they can take this time to figure everything out and look like the usual Bills. But 2-game losing streak going into the bye, when most people honestly thought that the Bills would honestly be undefeated. And we'll see if they can bounce back the week after.
Sure. Finally, going to the final game of Week 6, and then we can get into our predictions. We got the Bears and Commanders, which we watched this game on Monday Night Football. And the Commanders, this was such a winnable game for them. It pissed me off. Because I kind of like the Commanders, but I also kind of like the Bears. But like, I like the Commanders more, kind of, even though they did that to the Buccaneers and the Bengals last year. But like, I don't know. Like, I like Jane Daniels, and like, he just didn't really look very good out there. Like, he had that one bad interception when he tried to get that ball to Deebo Samuel, and it was a pretty bad underthrow. And then there was also, like, that was Bill Krosky-Merritt that fumbled.
No, it was him.
It was Bill Krosky-Merritt that fumbled in that first fumble of the game. And then on the one that eventually costed them the game, there was the fumble from him on the handoff to Bill. And, like, the Bears just scooped that one up easily. Like, it was just, like, turnovers costed them this game, bro. They probably could have gotten into field goal range, kicked the field goal, and who knows what would have happened from there, whether the Bears would have had enough time or not. I mean, like, it's just turnovers, man. Like, you can't go losing games like this, like, with a home crowd like this. It's just, like, You guys are still 3-3, but you guys are in the NFC East, and now the Giants kind of looking to come back. Like, and the Cowboys being such a competitive team themselves, like with their offense at least. Like, I just don't know. The NFC East is just, it's so stacked. I don't know if you guys can come out on top. It's the same way for the Bears, but now you guys are 3-2, and it's like coming off your bye week now. And you guys have a lot more hope than the Commanders, I feel like. I think the Commanders could probably still squeak into the playoffs, but it's going to be close. I think it's going to be close.
I mean, what I think about this game is, yeah, the Bears, I mean, they didn't, like, the DeAndre Swift had an amazing game, both receiving and rushing over, and Caleb Williams had a good game himself. Yeah, only one passing touchdown, but was just able to get passes everywhere. Was able to make, just clutch plays.
He
overall.
also rushed for a touchdown, I remember.
Yeah, he did. He ran for a TD and just kind of overall just did all he needed to do to win the game. Jake Moody had an amazing kicking game for the Bears.
He's
I mean,
just
4 or
flipping
5,
off
which
the
honestly.
49ers right now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he went 4 or 5 with that only miss being a block field goal attempt, so it wasn't really his fault. And just overall, yeah, saying F you to the Niners for getting rid of him. As for the Commanders, I mean, Daniels, he did have 3 touchdown passes, so he had a good passing day. But yeah, those turnovers, I mean, 3 turnovers. I think, yeah, it cost them about like 10 points, maybe even like 13 points. So like, still, those are major points, especially in a 1-point loss that could have, stopped. Especially with that interception, like Fun said, it was a bad underthrow that would have been a touchdown pass if thrown correctly. So that probably would have sealed the win for them. And those fumbles, I mean, yeah, they kind of just shot themselves in the foot this game. They had many chances to win, just couldn't get the job done, and eventually the Bears they were still there the whole game, and they eventually got what they needed to finish it off. So good win for the Bears. Commanders, you can try and bounce back. The Cowboys got no defense, so Jay and Dan's gonna look amazing.
Going to our predictions finally, since we're all done with our game recaps finally. We got the Steelers and Bengals, which is literally, I think it's literally an hour from now, right?
Literally an hour.
Literally an hour from now, because it's 7:25 at the time of recording this. I got Houday. Hot take. I think they can pull through this one. I think they desperately need the win. I think they can get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Fana. I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna go with him. I'm gonna believe in his team. I think if Joe Flacco can play like how he did in the second half against the Packers, they could definitely beat the Steelers, especially if they can break that defense, because then their offense is kind of mid.
For sure. All right, going to the morning game, the Rams and Jaguars. That's actually a really tough game. I'm gonna go. Who's got the worst record? Who needs the? Well, no, they're both 4-2.
They're both 4-2.
Who needs the win more? I think it's probably gonna be the Rams. I'll give it to the Rams for this one. They need anything to come back in this division. But yeah, I'll go Rams for that 5. And we'll see. Going to the Eagles and the Vikings. That's an interesting game, but I think the Eagles should pull through with this one. I don't think they go 0-3. I think they'll win against I think JJ McCarthy, I think he's supposed to come back this week, but who knows? Maybe Carson Wentz starts again, and we'll see.
It'll be a revenge game.
Yeah, it'd be another revenge game for him, but I don't think
Carson Wentz going against the team that drafted him.
I don't think he's gonna get it.
If he does play.
The Eagles.
Yeah, I mean the Eagles. I mean, all they need is just that offense to click a little bit more. If they get it to click against the Vikings, they're 100%.
Yeah. Going to what would have been a battle of mid last year and is now looking like a blowout this year, the Patriots and the Titans. I think the Patriots will easily walk away with this win. I just think that's how it's gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Titans win.
Destroy.
I'll definitely say if the Titans win, it would be a very major upset. I feel like 99% of people would give it to the Patriots. So, yeah, they're definitely winning. Titans, I mean, they're waiting for next year anyways.
For sure, yeah. Going to another, what would have been a battle of mid. Well, actually, I think the Jets would have been a little interesting last year, but now it's kind of a battle of mid, but not for the Panthers. I think it'll be the Panthers that take this one away from the Jets. But, I mean, who knows? The Jets are the Jets. They actually could somehow fucking win this game, especially in MetLife. Like, they actually might be able to come away with a win here.
Bro, something is telling me that the Panthers are going to somehow panther this game. Give me the Jets on, like, the most random upset. Like, I feel like somehow Justin, like, I feel like Justin Fields is going to get, like, a game-winning rushing touchdown or something. Like, somehow seal it. Let the Jets get their first win of the year.
These matchups are interesting this week. Like I feel like they always are interesting in all of these weeks. Going to the Dolphins and Browns, which, you know what, give me the Browns. But the Dolphins, they're just bad. Their defense is too bad, bro. I genuinely don't think they're gonna be able to stop like Quinshawn Judkins and like Dylan Gabriel. Like, it's too terrible. And like Tua under that pressure from like Myles Garrett, I genuinely think that the Browns are gonna win this.
Yeah, I'm just still gonna probably just go with the Dolphins, mainly just because of the offense. I feel like if Dylan Gabriel plays like how he did last week, I feel like that's how the Browns are gonna lose, just because like he didn't, you know, like especially if they make him throw another 50 times, like they're definitely losing.
Well, yeah,
for sure.
Like, I think he's going to be able to at least complete.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Dolphins are going to kind of do like what they did last week, but instead of it being like their defense choking like that touchdown, it's just going to seal it.
Maybe. All right, going to the Saints and the Bears, and just give me the Bears, bro. The Bears are on. Like,
yeah,
they're too hot right now. They're too hot.
The Saints are going to keep it close though, but give me the Bears.
Probably, yeah, I'll see that. But give me the Bears.
Yeah, definitely. I got the Bears 100%.
Going to the Chiefs and the Raiders. Chiefs, bro. Need we say more? Like Geno Smith.
There's a reason.
He's got like 9.
There's a reason. There's a reason the Chiefs are favored by 12 this game.
Like, yeah, and it's at Arrowhead. It's double.
And it's a home. Yeah,
they're not losing that. Starting off the 4 o'clock games. Finally, we got the Colts and the Chargers. And give me the Colts, actually. I think the Colts, they're too hot right now. Daniel Jones, like, I think he's too funny. I think he's going to come away with it. Yeah. He's too funny. I think they get the... Well, I think this would be an upset, but I don't know. I think the Colts...
Yeah, honestly, I got the Chargers on this one. I mean, I know, like, with the injuries, but, like, the offense, if Justin Herbert gets everything going, I feel like this Colts defense, especially, I mean, they didn't play the best against Jacoby Brissett. Justin Herbert is definitely a much better quarterback than him, and I feel like he's going to be able to dice up the defense. And Daniel Jones, I mean, he's been throwing interceptions all these like last 3-4 games. He has at least 1 interception thrown, so that could be a killer.
Going to the next 4 o'clock game, we got the Giants and the Broncos, which this will actually be a pretty interesting game. But I think purely because it's at Empower Field, I think that the Broncos are going to win it. I mean, the Giants are hot right now. Like, they're going to be interesting to watch for this game, especially with Scattaboo and Jackson Dart. But I think the Broncos, I think their offense actually does click this week, and they just blow them out probably. We'll see, though.
I mean, yeah, we'll definitely see. Yeah, I agree. Broncos will most likely win this game, but you never know. I mean, how the Giants played last week, there is a chance for them, and with how the Broncos played too. I could definitely see a universe where the Giants just pull off another back-to-back upsets and go 3-4.
For sure.
Yeah, still give me the Broncos.
Going to the Packers and the Cardinals. Packers. Packers.
Packers, but the Cardinals keep
Yeah.
this weirdly close again. Like they're gonna make it within
probably.
3 or something.
That'd be fun.
Like they're gonna score another like 3-4 touchdowns, and everyone's gonna be like, "How the hell did the Packers defense let Jacoby Brissett drop like 28 on them
There's
again?"
like already
Like-
this like lingering like idea for the Packers defense and like just the Packers in general. They're like, are they for real? I don't
It's
know.
weird. I still think the Packers win overall, but I feel like the Cardinals are just gonna keep this game like just kind of too close for comfort.
Probably. Going to the Commanders and Cowboys, the game of the week. I got the Commanders. I think they need this win too bad coming off of last week. Get back to a winning record. And the Cowboys defense is terrible, as we've already gone over multiple times.
I mean, yeah, I'll say the Commanders because their defense can actually make a stop. I feel like the Cowboys offense, like Dak, especially, with CeeDee Lamb back and George Pickens, they're going to go like nuclear. Like Dak's going to have like 300 yards and stuff. Both are going to have like good days. It's just their defense is going to let Jaden Daniels absolutely like just cook. And that's how they're going to lose the game.
Going to Sunday Night Football, we have got the Falcons and the 49ers. This should actually be pretty interesting. I do want to watch this game.
This is an interesting game for sure.
I think that, the 49ers are 4-2. The Falcons are technically 3-2, but they probably should be considered 4-2 as well, going off the bye. I think that the 49ers will win this. They'll have George Kittle, I believe, for this, and that'll help
Yeah, I
them
think
a
he's
lot.
coming back. And I think Brock Purdy might come back too.
Maybe the defense sells a little bit, but I think that the 49ers. I think the Falcons will have one of those games where they're just kind of mid, and like Michael Penix like doesn't really do anything, and they just kind of lose the game. I think it'll be like that, where the 49ers just win.
I mean, I'll say this: the Falcons they're like the Broncos. Like they're consistent at being inconsistent. I mean, like 1 week, they're beating one of the best teams in the league in the Bills, and then like 2-3 weeks ago, they scored no points against the Panthers of all teams. Like I know we keep referencing that, but that is still insane. So like, it just depends on what version of the Falcons do we get. If we get what we get last week, they probably win. But if we get what we got, even like before their bye and stuff, they're most likely gonna lose this game.
For sure. All right. Going to Monday night, we got the Bucks and Lions. Bucks, right? Surely we go
Bucks.
It's called Bengals.
I don't care. I know Detroit's favored by 5 points. We can still win.
Go Bucks. Bucks. All right. Going to the Texans and the Seahawks, which that's at 10 o'clock. We are not watching that. I think that the Seahawks will actually win. I think the Seahawks will win.
Yeah, Seahawks most likely. They're a better team.
Good,
Houston's kind of
they don't have an offensive line. Like that's
they're just in a
whole
weird
issue.
place. Like they can be good, but they aren't.
Yeah. I think their coach is probably on the chopping block. He probably needs to be ridden of here soon as well.
Well, we'll see. He's not a bad coach.
He's
it's
not
just
bad.
I don't know.
It's just he just hasn't.
Something
tried
isn't clicking in
so
Houston.
far.
Just that's all I have to say.
Probably, yeah. Alright, that's gonna have to do it for episode 5, though. We will see you guys next week. Sorry for how late this one was, by the way. Here's the new schedule, by the way. We're doing them every Thursday before Thursday Night Football because they're a good transition point. That's literally how I explained it to M5. I'm like, we're gonna do it every Thursday, bro. We'll do this for an hour and then we'll go to Thursday Night Football. It'll be perfect, and it is perfect. I'm a genius, guys. I'm a genius. Yeah. So expect new podcast episodes every single Thursday. Or Wednesdays, no Tuesdays. That's when we take.
I even know I kind of like Wednesdays.
I did too, but I like my breaks more. All right, those will be reserved for just whenever I feel it. All
right, we'll see.
All
right, let's just end this.
Yeah, we'll end this. See you guys for Thursday Night Football, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.